because I was dumb and stopped paying attention to my health and character. Okay then. Let's clear a path. So what enemies are going to show up now? You people. The surgeon bots, the saw bots that are trying to kill me. Die. And I get torpedoes, which are one of the strongest heavy weapons in the game, and have the ability to hit multiple ships, especially when upgraded. And I ran straight into that one, so I deserved dying. I deserved a lot of pain that I got there. So the bomber has the power, but does he have the armor to take the torpedoes to the face? He does, because those are apparently ineffective against him. Who knew? I almost dodged that perfectly. Almost. And then I ended up running straight into it just before the bullets were destroyed. This boss is taking all my concentration, but thankfully he is finally dead in the more annoying yet simplistic stage. So what do I get this time? Collision deals less damage, or bullet autocannon. As I don't have bots, I don't have gun bots specifically, I think I'll take the collision deals less damage. I do intend at the top of the hour to do a daily run, so I'm just using all this as warm-up and practice. And a bit of a learning experience for me. The torpedo has an impact and a secondary explosion, as you can see there, which is why, even though the initial shot doesn't kill it, the secondary explosion usually does. Okay, in that case the bullets would have just been better overall, just to hit all the opponents that were charging at me. Now what are you? Oh, the Demuxer. The Demuxer is one of the worst weapons, in my opinion. Because it is a directional-based shooter. I ran straight into that. I don't want to ditch my torpedoes for the Demuxer, because that means I kill myself. I don't know what I expected there. Well, I do know what I'm expecting now. I want to kill off the laser beam producing unit. And we're once again against the frigate. I've forgotten what this guy is. Oh, this guy's the really annoying version of one of the other bosses, where he shoots small shots that project more shots from the center. And then he proceeds to create this little bullet pattern that you have to duck and weave through without getting hit, which isn't as hard as it looks. It's just when you try to push for damage, it's near impossible. Anyways, this pattern, I was perfectly fine where I stood. Like, this pattern tricks you a lot, because it makes you think you aren't actually close enough when you're perfectly fine to dodge those shots. Note, I probably cannot take another hit now, or I'll end up dead. As damage is not just in single bar space. Alrighty then, what do we get off of you? Mini rockets and a bigger radius, shield when not firing, reduce combo loss, increase contact damage and drops. Mini rockets. Everything has a bullet autocannon upgrade. It's just bullets are the best over round, so they get no extra bonus, whereas torpedo now gets a much bigger explosive radius with extra mini rockets on top of this, basically making it into a mainstay weapon. How did I dodge that? He says as he rams his ship into the opponent just because. Now the only thing I need is an auto-firing upgrade, or a faster blast, or a faster reload. I'm just going to switch to bullets really quick. Just switching to bullets really quick to clear out the trash, but the mini rockets at this point are better. Also, did you just ram into me from off-screen? Okay, that bullet was fair, but did you ram into me off... Stop. Okay, you were just regular rockets. Could have been fine. Could have been fine, but I'm gonna just ram into everything and lose all my health. Could have been fine. Could have been perfectly fine, but no, I had to kill myself. Well, I did manage to navigate this quite well. And I push for damage, and I kill myself. I push for score, and I kill myself at low health. That is my decision-making process. Score is better than death. Then again, this is also not the daily run, so I'm not really punished for doing anything like that. I just look completely unskilled at first trying out this game. Anyway, so this is a dodge wave apparently, but I'm just going to ruin the dodge wave by killing you off. As it rams into me and dies anyway. Which completely ruins the purpose. And we get flame bots, which are just walking flamethrowers, which I have no issue with. Also, flamethrowers in space. I keep trying to set up a bot, but you keep ruining it for me. And, okay, I need to stop letting myself get hit. Like, these dodges are quite simple. I'm just letting myself get hit like that. Yeah. Alright. Perfect first wave. First try. Let's go. Clearly the first try. Okay, asteroids coming in from all sides, which will take care of everything for me. I just want the weapon, which will hopefully be good. It's the saw. Admittedly, I can hit things behind me, but I also don't like the saw because it does not block bullets. Then again, that'd be pretty OP if contact weapons blocked bullets. Alright, so we can kill you off before you leave. Good. Okay, we have a second chance for another weapon. It's another contact weapon. It is the sword. Bomber also featured in the game. Can I not, you know, just get myself killed this early? It's much easier to avoid than I'm making it look, because I'm just dodging into these attacks now. I'm clearly dodging into these attacks on purpose. Like, it's to hide my skill, right? Oh, this attack. Alright. You see, you can't hesitate on that attack. If you aren't constantly moving even as he's firing, even at close range, you'll end up getting hit. He says as he gets murdered immediately by it. Alright, another drink. Alrighty then. I think we've seen this wave enough times by now where it's not even a surprise what goes on. I'm really hoping for a better weapon than a contact weapon. They might be strong, but they're just not worth the risk that I can... They're not a risk I can take. And I still don't know, do perfected waves guarantee drops on the next wave? Doesn't seem like that's the case, but that'd be nice if they did. What are you? You are the plasma gun. You are acceptable. You are an acceptable starting weapon. That's probably better than the fact that I used to always get the torpedo no matter what I did. No, it wasn't the torpedo. I always got the stasis gun immediately. Why did I run into that plasma attack? And that attack does 3? Seriously. So he always fires straight ahead of himself. Okay, I thought I dodged that one. More star pattern attacks, which are quite easy to dodge, really. And it seems like the star pattern's quite stagnant, so I guess I just need to pay attention to which ones actually are going to hit me. Absorb lasers temporarily, bullet autocannon, or edit weapons break shields. That's not really useful right now. Absorbing lasers temporarily is good, so is the bullet autocannon. Bullet autocannon's always good. Whereas I don't know if I'm going to run into laser rain, I don't know if I'm going to run into a ton of lasers for whatever reason. At least the bullet autocannon allows me to deal with all these saw blade ships. Okay, I thought there would be much bigger ships than that, which is why I even bothered pulling out the plasma weapon. But when the bullet weapon seems to always deal extra damage to the opponents over the plasma weapons, you kind of have no reason to use them. Okay, I still have problems with the idea of, here, we're just going to drop lasers directly on top of you without you being able to see where they come from. And they're near instantaneous travel time. We are not replacing this for any contact weapon, regardless of which one it is, which it's the saw, which we all know the saw is bad. And I dodged straight into a rock without even paying attention. I dodge into another rock. I are the smarterest. Alright, frigate. We've had our little spat. Let me kill you this time and be done with it. Ultimately, this attack isn't even that hard to dodge. I just need to really focus on my character. I don't care about how much damage I'm outputting. My character is all that's important, even if the fight takes forever. So sad that you can't even frustration kill these opponents. You just last long enough where they eventually auto-die for whatever reason. How did I get hit there? Okay, that one was just me dodging straight into another attack. But the boss is on his last legs and his last loop, I hope. At least he should be dead. That's getting too close to comfort. Okay, thank goodness. Damage reflection, unleash a shockwave on collision, reduce combo loss, or health bonus. I think shockwave on collision is good because it clears all bullets. And it allows me to see what's going on. I hope. That is laser rain. I should be paying attention so I don't die. Funny, they call it laser rain, but you're the only one that's targeted. Like, are you the only ship they could target? Because I remember seeing like 5 or 6 other ships of mine. And that is the shotgun. I wish it was automatic, but I lost my blaster because I picked up the shotgun on a whim. Okay, plasma gun is better in this case, because it actually can kill these things, unlike the shotgun or the blaster. However, on the other hand, the shotgun is better for this situation. And I still dodge into these attacks. I suppose my health got that low. At least immediately. Then again, I was dodging into a lot of high damaging attacks. Oh well. I swear on my daily run, I'll make it to the cruiser again. Alright, this pattern, asteroids coming from all sides. I'll just let the asteroids go over there and destroy most of my enemies for me. And then we'll grab the free weapon, whatever it is. It is a blue weapon, meaning it's actually okay, and it's the shockwave. One of my favorite weapons, actually. Wipes out all bullets, kills everything nearby. You just have to have a significant charge-up time for it. Alright. Really, for this boss, for this phase, you just dodge in the alternating paths. Just I'm so much of a wimp at dodging that I keep dodging into attacks, and I can't remember basic, like, up or down, like, I can't remember basic 1-2 principle. Dodge up first, then dodge down. Basic 1-2 principle? What the heck does that even mean? Come on. I'm just going to troll the boss doing this. It might not do the most damage, but it basically says he can't attack. Alright. So what do I got here? Collisions deal less damage, probably good for this. Semi-automatics are fully automatic. This is good for very specific weapons. I think I'm going to go with collisions deal less damage. If only because being this close with a shockwave means that I could take tons of damage from erratic movements from my enemies. And I really like the shockwave weapon thus far. Fully charged! Shockwave is OP. Okay. What is this? Super gun. I'll take the super gun over this. Over the regular blaster. Is a good enough improvement to justify. Okay, that just doesn't deal enough damage to destroy any of the stationed turrets and placements, but the shockwave is good in almost every other circumstance, like this one. Just let it fully charge and clear the entire screen. Really, I think a faster reload would benefit. Like with a shockwave, you just need a really, really good sense of timing. There's one upgrade that I also kind of need before... Yeah, shockwave isn't deal enough damage, though, to justify its use. Just the reduced contact damage is nice. For clearing waves, the shockwave's amazing. But for fighting bosses, I should stick with the super gun, which will hit no matter where it is. Now I just need this shockwave will instantly clear debris, and I should be good. Wow. And I lost my run because I tried to charge this in the middle of a fight. Here I was, hoping for improvement, yet here I am, back at the start. And I was so hopeful that I was actually improving. Also, why are you shooting backwards? I know you're gonna go behind me, but just why? You start shooting forwards and that'd be fine. Then again, that would be kind of broken as well, because you can't dodge it. ultra laser or laser? Oh, so the ultra laser is just a insta-kill death beam. I am perfectly okay with this. And I thought I dodged all those attacks. Oh well. Bomber Mark III, thou shall not pass. Which one are you? Okay, you're just spammer. Theoretically, depending on his pattern, you could try to dodge in between all the shots and just remain shooting him in the face, but I do not have the technical skill to pull that off. Not yet, anyway. Alrighty then, let's see, what is the first choice of the upgrade? Keep on shooting after a swap. I usually stop shooting anyway, so that doesn't really matter, at least this time around. That would have mattered last time. When swapping from shockwave to the other weapon, or to the shockwave, I get a bullet autocannon, or I can increase the drop rate of bots and increase their damage. I will increase the drop rate of bots and increase their damage, and let's see where this takes me. Let's hope we can get a good bot this time around. With 50% drop rate increase, we should be good. And this should be the Ultra Laser Wave. And a double storage, Mega Gun, and gun bots. I'll use gun bots this time around to set up for the Ultra Laser, which will be the actual wave clearer. Alright, hopefully the gun bots will deal with all of these quite well. And I had nearly killed that off perfectly. Unfortunately, the gun bots couldn't hold them off fast enough for me. Alright, we start off with 5 gun bots versus this frigate. And I'm going to hit him with an Ultra Laser immediately, as it's my only truly offensive weapon. But none can deny that it's not a good one. Or none can deny that it ain't good. That still came out wrong. Quite frankly, I don't care. None can deny that the weapon is not one of the best. Alright, how fast can I go? Sticking back here is perfectly fine because he does not come in from the top. So I can just have all these individuals sit right here and snipe him from the back. And while I do dodge straight into that attack, I actually don't have a way to harm him in this. Wow. Okay, just stick near the bottom. Stick near the bottom. It ain't that hard. Okay, he's finally dead. I've actually made it to the next portion of the stage. Who'd have thunk it? I think energy ray gun and vaporization makes the most sense. With the Ultra Laser, we use it to just clear a wave immediately. I hope that everyone in chat, or at least anyone watching, is actually enjoying this. I know I'm definitely enjoying the game I'm playing right now. Sometimes we're still dropping bullet weapons. I mean, with the drop rate increase, you think more, you know, of these types of weapons would drop. Then again, I've only seen flame bots, stasis bots, and gun bots. I don't know if there are any other types of bots to drop. You might have seen them all. Wow. Okay, that was a trial by fire. The gunbot could live, or the gunbot will just keep getting hit as soon as I drop it, and then I'll eventually run into an asteroid because I'm focusing so much on the gunbots that I'm not actually, focusing on the actual tactical battle that matters. Alright, this bastard. I'm gonna rely on the gunbots to do their damage while the ultra laser will deal with all the missiles. Okay, first things first is the radial pulse, which actually is much easier to dodge from the front, awkwardly. Ooh, I don't think I can get through. Gonna take the damage. Because then I can just set this up and let him die from gunbot rampage. Okay, I thought those shots were not going to connect, but I can see that I was wrong. Okay, finally made it past the third boss. Jesus. Release a shockwave on collision, build a shield when not firing, absorb lasers temporarily, or weapons break enemy shields. For the gunbots, now that we have them, weapons break enemy shields. So don't stay shooting the shielded ones forever, as opposed to the ones that are actually shooting me. Okay, hi there. We have got an asteroid field to deal with. Alright, come on, can we at least set the gunbots up? Can we finish setting them up? It's so hard to set up gunbots in the middle of enemy fire. Gee, I wonder why. I know this is a dodge wave, so I'm supposed to actually be dodging these things, but the gunbots just make it much more simple just to kill them all without even caring. And hopefully these things can deal enough damage to the lasers where I just don't have to care. Rocket bots. No, I'm gonna stick with the gunbots, thank you. Lack of iframes. Then again, I could be wrong, and the rocket bots are actually much worse than the gun bots. I haven't really tried them. And I only know of the gun bots from a long time ago. And that's not going to be the world's most annoying sound. And the good news in this fight is I can use the gun bots as shields for me, so I can just keep setting these up and ignore the entirety of the enemy fire. As long as I set up enough of them, at least. And now here comes his attack where he hits me from the air. I can't effectively dodge that yet, but I don't care. I'll just have the gunbot set up directly beneath him as he lasers me to death. And with all these shots, you'd think he would die, but he's definitely not. I'm sorry, I am very, very deathly afraid of actually taking a hit from this guy, which is why I'm trying to set myself up so I'm directly underneath my gunbots at all times. But he is not taking a ton of damage, and while I can barely dodge this, hopefully he ends up dead. Sheer volume of gunbots, please. Oh, nope, here comes his final phase, where I think the gunbots will still reign supreme, because they'll just start blocking shots for me. And since all his shots go in random patterns, I should be fine. Should be. Thank God. Weapons reload faster. I think weapons reloading faster is probably where we're gonna go. I worry sometimes that I talk way too much. Of course, in another place for my... like... I want to show off my fantastic gun bots, but they don't let me. What are you, plasma gun? Admittedly, the ultra laser is probably not as good as the plasma gun. It's way too slow firing for what I need. They really need to fix that, so this laser, if you quick swap out of it while it's in its firing animation, it doesn't constantly do the laser spam sound. Like, the gun bots are definitely carrying me. And this is just with the damage upgrade. The gunbots are carrying me so much. You're not going to plant mines everywhere. I won't allow it. Alright, here is the carrier. Carrier should also make a cakewalk out of most opponents here. Or at least the gunbots should make a cakewalk out of the carrier, as long as I'm constantly staying on top of the damage output that I'm supposed to be doing. In spite of whatever barrier it puts up, most of these guys should absorb the hits. That could have ended really badly, because I could have just lost the game right then and there from one of those ships colliding with me. So what's going on with you? Okay, it's just more ships. Okay, I did not see that coming with the instantaneous hit, nor did I see that one as well.